Look at the English.
Good morning, everyone. We are going to go ahead and get started. I call this meeting to order at 9:01 a.m. and we will start with our land acknowledgement. Associated Students recognizes and acknowledges the first people of this ancestral and unceded territory of the Fernandano Tataviam Band of Mission Indians that is now occupied by our campus of California State University, Northridge. Honors their elders, past and present, and the descendants who are citizens of the Fernandano Tataviam Band of Mission Indians. Associated Students recognizes that the tribe is still here and we are committed to lifting up their stories, culture, and community. Now moving on to roll call.
Vice President Emiliano Aragon.
Here.
There we go. Senator Arias Gomez.
Here.
Senator Atias.
Here.
Senator Basilio.
Here.
Senator Baywa. Senator Cabrera Figueroa.
Here.
Senator Contreras.
Here.
Senator Cunanan. Senator Dominguez.
Here.
Senator Garcia.
Here.
Senator Gavino. Senator Kachidia. Senator Kodka.
Present.
Senator Mane. Senator Martinez Luna.
Here.
Senator Quiroga.
Here.
Senator Radionov.
Here.
Senator Ramirez.
Here.
Senator Umana.
Here.
Senator Vicente. We have quorum.
Thank you. We will now move over to the approval of the agenda. Is there a motion on the floor? Senator Dominguez.
I move to approve the agenda for February 9th, 2026.
Thank you. Is there a second? Seconded by Senator Quiroga. Is there any discussion? Okay, seeing and hearing none, if there are no objections, we will approve the agenda unanimously. Okay, thank you. It is approved unanimously. We will now move over to the approval of the minutes. Is there a motion on the floor? Senator Dominguez?
I move to approve the minutes for February 2nd, 2026.
Thank you. Is there a second? Seconded by Senator Atias. Is there any discussion? Okay, seeing and hearing none, if there are no objections, we will approve the minutes for February 2nd unanimously. Okay, thank you. We will now move past special presentations into open forum. Open forum is intended as an opportunity for any member of the public to address the Associated Students Senate regarding any issues affecting CSUN students. Speakers are allowed 3 minutes each to speak. Please sign in using the clipboard for minute recording purposes.
Oh, there we go. Perfect. Okay. Hi everyone. My name's Angelina. I am the president of CSUN's dance team, and I'm here today to represent dance, cheer, and band because we're requesting $13,000 to be able to go to the Big West Basketball Championship. Normally, athletics in the past has always paid for this, but this is the first year that they're no longer able to. So I just want to go through a couple of the reasons why it's really important for us to be able to go. One, us being there supporting and cheering the team really does make a big difference. Having someone right there on the sidelines supporting them. We're full-time students, they're full-time students, so it just, creates that supportive CSUN environment. And then second of all I've been to Big West once before, and all the other schools go all out with their spirit squads. Hawaii had a bunch of dance, cheer, band. They also just had, I don't know, maybe 30 people that were in the spirit section, but they were just like doing little chants and dances and stuff like that. So we're already doing quite a bit less than that. But I think it would be a disservice to CSUN if we had literally no spirit section and these other schools are going all out. I could totally see that affecting how the players play their game as well. It really just does make a difference because this is like their most high intensity games and the talent is all on that same level. So you never know who's going to win. And that just could be the difference having that support system there. And then the last thing I'll say is a little more specific to dance because I'm not sure how cheer and band do their picking of who gets to go. But for dance, it's usually always seniors. I'm the only person on the team right now that's been before. No one else has gone. So I don't want to say it's like a reward, but like a celebration of finishing out your time as an athlete for CSUN, getting to go to Big West. So we were pretty crushed when we heard we might not be able to get to go. So I'd ask you to consider that you'd be making us really, really excited and grateful for the seniors this season to get to go. And I'm happy to answer any questions if you guys have any.
Thank you. The form can't take any questions.
Oh, okay. Okay, sounds good.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Michael Blevins. I'm on men's soccer here at CSUN. I was coming here to give an update on athletics and what we've all been up to. Before I get to that, though, I first want to thank all of you guys, whoever attended men's volleyball last Friday. Thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate it. I know men's soccer was there as well. We like to go and heckle and show school spirit a little bit. Also, thank you to President Saravia for attending women's water polo this past couple days. Those of you who know Marin, they got up to a huge win, 2 huge wins these past couple games, so that's good. And updates on men's volleyball. Grayson Albers was named Big West Freshman of the Week. We have Jalen Phillips, who was named to the very first poll of National Men's Volleyball Player of the Year, which is an amazing, huge honor. Brings a lot of eyes on CSUN this year, so that will be exciting. Men's basketball, they're currently on a 4-game winning streak. They recently topped that off by beating UC Riverside at home as well. Women's basketball is also on a winning streak. They also beat Riverside. So yeah, we kind of own the Highlanders a little bit. Yeah, women's water polo, they're 7-1. I'm pretty sure they're number 24 or something in the nation right now. So that is huge. Men's golf, they opened up pretty well. Their first tournament, they finished in top 4 of 12 teams, and multiple players were on the top 25 list. And women's golf, they're crushing it right now. They just won their second tournament of the season with Nicole Tanu. If you guys know her, she captured her first individual medal. Yeah, and then men's soccer, women's soccer, we have our spring seasons this year. So if any of you guys want to come out to any games, we highly appreciate that. And yeah, I'm also on the BSAA here, which is the Black Student Athlete or Black Student Athlete Advisory Committee. And yeah, right now it's Black History Month, so we're doing a lot of things for that. Allison Felix, if you guys know who that is, the most decorated track athlete of all time, is coming here to film a documentary and to just give us a speech about her life and how she's navigated being a Black woman in sports, and a Black woman, more importantly, in life. And so that will be very informational. And I'm pretty sure it's open to the public at 4 p.m. on Wednesday, in literally right across the street or across the road right there. But yeah, we also have a Black student athlete panel coming up. I'm pretty sure it's in this room. I will be one of the speakers in that, and a couple other people. So yeah, those are a couple events and a couple updates on athletics. Thank you all for your time, and have a good rest of your morning.
Thank you. Is there anyone else here for open forum?
Hi, everyone. Good morning. My name is Rain Hernandez, and I use they, them, theirs pronouns. I'm the Collaborations and Special Projects Supervisor under the University Student Union. Great to see everyone. I'm excited to share an invitation to our upcoming USU co-sponsorship workshops. USU co-sponsorships provide supplemental funding to support events and programs hosted by the CSUN student organizations, alumni, fraternities, sororities, and are also open to CSUN departments. To help student leaders navigate the process and submit strong requests, we're hosting 2 co-sponsorship workshops. One this upcoming Wednesday, February 11th, from 1:30 to 2:30 via Zoom, and the next one Tuesday, February 24th, from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. This one will be in person in the Van Nuys room here at the USU East Conference Center. These workshops are designed especially for student orgs and clubs and will cover eligibility, timeline, and tips for successful applications. So if you're involved in a student org or work with one, please come to these workshops. I oversee co-sponsorships, and we want to see more student engagement, especially for organizations. So feel free to contact me at rain.hernandez@csun.edu. So thank you so much for hearing me.
Where's James? I know he's here for open forum. There he is.
Congratulations to the Seahawks for winning the Super Bowl. Shout out to them. Again, I'd rather the team that beat my team win it all. So at least I can say I lost to the best team. So, good morning, everyone. My name is James Forster. I serve as the AS Programs Manager. I just spelled the word programs wrong, so don't ever try to write and type it or write and talk at the same time. Just here to give you all an update on what our events are for this week. So we have 4 events that we are hosting this week. First off, tomorrow we'll have our farmers market out there, normal time from 10 to 2:30. In addition to the normal farmers market, it'll also be an AS/USU elections kickoff themed market. So we'll have a couple booths out there. I believe one for AS, one for USU. Celsius will be out there along with an inflatable as well. So looking forward to that program. So you can expect that tomorrow, 10 to 2-ish in Matador Square. On Wednesday from 10 to 2 out on the library lawn / Sierra Lawn North, we'll be having our Heartstrings Hangout program. It's basically our Valentine's Day program, but it's more catered to anyone and any of your friends that you might have. Doesn't necessarily have to be catered to people who are solely in relationships. So we have a lot of fun things planned for that program. So please make sure you come out 10 to 2 on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, we have two programs. We have Thursday Thrift from 10 to 2 out on Baramian Lawn, like normal. So looking forward to that. And then we are also hosting a Black History Month movie night in collaboration with the BSU and the Black House. That event is at 3 o'clock in Matador Square. But we'll be showing a movie, which will start at 6 p.m. We'll be showing the movie Sinners. And so that won't start until it's dark enough to show the movie. So yeah, those are our 4 events for this week. And thank you all so much.
Thank you. Is there anyone else here for open forum? Okay, seeing and hearing none, we will start off. We will go into reports. My apologies. Um, Good morning, everyone. It is so nice to see you all once again. I hope you all had a fantastic weekend. I know I did. Uh, but I hope that the rest of the week goes well, and I hope that you guys are resting up and taking care of yourselves mentally and also focusing on your academics. Um, so let's go right into it. I had a meeting with the Student Athletic Advisory Committee President and their Associate Athletics Director of Marketing and Fan Engagement, Carlos, who you have seen come up to do to open forum to talk about athletics. You guys see him often. I went with our Vice President and we just talked about different collaboration opportunities between the student athletes as well as AS that don't just rely on productions because we represent the student athletes as well. And we should be going to these games, we should be trying to find ways to incorporate them into AS as they oftentimes they feel disconnected. So it was a very, very productive meeting and it brought up some projects and some ideas that could increase our engagement between the student athletes as well as the athletics department. And one of the first things that we will be doing is our vice president and I will be attending their student athletic advisory committee meeting this Tuesday, and we will be accompanied by our chair of elections and our chair of DEI to try to see if they would be interested in doing some volunteer work to satisfy their community service hours that our student athletes are required to do. So we're going to encourage them to apply for these opportunities, and we're going to advertise committee opportunities and Senate opportunities as well. That same day, I had my meeting with the executive director of CSAC, and I'm very excited for all the big changes that are happening within financial aid. One of the biggest that many of you might have seen but may not have noticed is that a lot of our financial aid packages were distributed a lot earlier than usual. It was about a month earlier or so. And the reason is because whenever CSAC distributes the funds for FAFSA and CADA refunds to the universities withhold that money and let it build interest. And that interest is then kept by the universities, UCs, CSUs, community colleges. They keep that interest because the law allows them to keep it. So one of the things that CSAC has changed in their bylaws and they're going to try to fight is that we are no longer going to be giving the money to distribute FAFSA earlier. Now universities are expected to take it out of their own pocket and then just get reimbursed. So that ended up being the reason why many of us got our financial aid a lot earlier. So that's a fun fact. But I'm excited for all of the other big changes that are going to be student-centered and making sure that our students are getting access to higher education and financial aid assistance a lot sooner. I had the opportunity to table for Welcome Black and the Native American Welcome. For those of you that got to table with us and attended, thank you so much. I know it meant a lot to not only the organizations and the USU for us to be there, but it meant a lot to the students and the university as a whole. It is often very, very hard for our student leaders to encourage our student leaders to go to these cultural welcomes to table, and oftentimes it ends up falling on the shoulders of our cabinet because they are expected to. So I appreciate every single one of you that was there, that tabled, that set up, that took down and brought it back to the office. Thank you. And I hope to see you guys at the Asian Pacific Islander Welcome and Bienvenida. So, yes. And then I had a meeting with Senator Garcia and Senator Cabrera Figueroa regarding the Metro survey, and we will be looking into different options to see how we can make the UPass more available to our students and what we can do in regards to Metro side as student leaders. Looking on to this week, again, please table for Asian Pacific Islander welcome and bienvenida. Please, please, please. It is a great opportunity for us to encourage students to sign up for our last 3 Senate seats and all of the other committees that are almost filled. So please, please, please I encourage you all to attend. I then have a meeting with the the brand new athletic director for CSUN, along with our VPM. Yes, we will be attending this meeting together to kind of get to know each other and see how we can strengthen collaboration opportunities, not only for our administration, but for the next one. Because oftentimes any collaboration and relationships that are made one year do not carry over to the next year because every administration's priorities are different and every senator and cabinet member's priorities are different. So we want to set up some sort of way to make sure that our athletics department continues to receive the support that they deserve and our student athletes receive the representation they deserve, not just within this last semester and this semester, but after we both leave our seats. So there's that. As I mentioned, I will be attending the Student Athletic Advisory Committee with our Vice President, our Chair of Elections, and our Chair of DEI. If any of you guys are interested in attending, you're more than welcome to. It is at 8 p.m. though, so I don't want to put it on any of you guys. I did express an expectation for our Chair of Elections and our Chair of DEI. But again, you guys are more than welcome to come. Let me know, and I will send you all of that information, and then we can all walk over together. I have a meeting with the Associate Vice President of Research and Sponsored Programs. They were interested in doing a meet and greet as well as talk about collaboration opportunities. If there's any concerns that you guys have in regards to research or sponsored programs, please let me know and I can bring that up. I have Personnel, Faculty Senate, and as you guys saw on the agenda, the finalized version of the ad hoc committee has been put on the agenda. So upon the approval of the board, I will start working on the ad hoc committee. It is a time-sensitive approval because we have a deadline for March 30th, and I would like to get it started as quickly as possible so our internal affairs committee and the board has enough time to review what the ad hoc committee has changed and what the ad hoc committee suggests. And I think that's about it. Are there any questions on my report? Senator Baywa?
Permission to be recognized?
Granted. Senator Gavino?
Permission to be recognized.
Granted. Okay, if there are no more questions, oh my gosh. If there are no questions, we will move over to our Vice President's report.
Good morning, everyone. I hope your first weeks of the semester have been going great. This report is going to be a lot of reminders, a lot of going over things that for some of you I have already mentioned in our one-on-ones. For some of you, this is new information, so please just pay attention right now. As of my report, I conducted one-on-ones with senators where we discussed your plans, goals, and initiative for the semester. I am impressed with everyone's ideas, development, and I am excited to see them come to fruition. I attended the cabinet meeting and cultural welcome events like Welcome Black and the Native American Welcome. I chaired the February Council of Chairs meeting. I presented on the duties and responsibilities as well as trained the chairs on ParleyPro and general expectations. For the first 2 weeks of your meetings in your standing committees, expect to discuss a policy agenda. So the committee will determine the priorities for this semester and then propose goals that fall within these categories. So this week on February 10, Internal Affairs will be having their first meeting. Then on February 11, Instead of having external affairs meeting, we will have our DPS dialogue. So that's something that I will be facilitating with our DPS representatives. So it is mandatory for the External Affairs Committee to attend, including voting and ex officio members. They will be required to prepare a 2 to 3 minute speech or report on matters related to student well-being and safety. On February 12th, the University Affairs Committee will have their first meeting. I am finalizing the agenda and invitations for the CSUN AS Community Safety Dialogue, student leaders in the Department of Police Services. So as I mentioned, attendance is required for the External Affairs members, both senators and cabinet members. If anyone would like to participate that it's not part of External Affairs, please email me so that I can include you within my own agenda and the programming. However, we will also be having an open forum for all students. And I also have emailed to you all already the form that will serve as an anonymous form so that students can submit the feedback in case that they are unable to attend in person. I met with the search committee for the dean of the College of Science and Math, where we reviewed the interview questions. I had a one-on-one with Sivansh and Jeremy. So Chief of Staff Boberg and I finalized our proposals for the spring semester's Mental Health Mondays. Reminders of this week. The first one, your Senate event proposal template is due on Friday, February 13 at 5 p.m. So you should complete the document with the information you need for your event. So that's a Google document that I shared in your email. So that's the first link. So over there, please make sure you thoroughly answer depending on whether it's going to be a personal event or an event joint with your co-senator. However, in addition to last semester, I am requesting that senators fill out the spreadsheet shared through email. So that's the second link that I shared. So these will be our centralized media of communication for approval of the event and space reservation process. Introductory emails and requests for meeting with your deans or AVPs is due on February 13 at 5 p.m. So please BCC Sivansh as evidence of the introductory email. The meeting itself can take place after February 13, and once the meeting has ended, remember to complete the form created by Sivansh, where you will be required to upload a screenshot of the meeting confirmation email. To the senators that are currently appointed to a university committee, reports are to be collected on relevant information and business from university committee meetings and shared with the Senate. This information is to be incorporated into your monthly Senate reports. I've sent an email with detailed information on this. Last thing, next Monday, we're going to have our President's Day, so that's going to be February 16. I wanted to touch base with y'all, basically give you a little bit of how the rundown of that day is going to look like. So you are now required to, instead of 9 a.m., come in at 8:30 a.m. So we're going to have breakfast, and you are also going to have the opportunity to connect with former presidents, vice presidents. Then we will have our usual Senate meeting, where you will see that change happen, where we're going to have new business first. After our Senate meeting, we're going to take a group photo, and we're going to do the tradition of the rose. And after that, we're going to have our mixer. So the mixer is tentatively going to end by 12:30, so just have that in mind. In case that you have office hours, you should go to our event. And if your programming with your classes allows it, you can also be there too. Once again, I appreciate your commitment to AS, and I wish you a productive week. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any questions on the Vice President's report? Okay, seeing and hearing none, we move over to our Chief of Staff Boberg's report.
Good morning, everybody. Sorry, this is going to be a little bit of a doozy again this week, so that's my bad. I'll start with mine. So I was able to touch base with each of my cabinet members in our biweekly one-on-ones. I have 2 makeups this week, but pretty much everyone else is scheduled, so that'll be set in stone, and we'll be meeting biweekly. I also have my one-on-one with the president and a one-on-one with the vice president. I also helped organize Mental Health Mondays for this semester, as the vice president mentioned. I also held the cabinet meeting where we discussed reports and brainstormed the cabinet event for this semester. I have it down to 2 ideas, which I'm gonna pitch to cabinet this week on Wednesday, and then from there, depending on what we pick, I'll be sending it out to you senators, and then anybody that wants to participate or assist, please reach out to me. I also tabled for the Native American Welcome and attended Council of Chairs. I'm really excited to see how the standing committees do this semester. And then into the reports, starting with our Chair of Elections. Happy Monday, Matadors. This week I reached out to MIC and James regarding the use of the auto motor car for the kickoff event. Permission was approved by the Automotive Engineers Society president, and they're currently coordinating setup logistics with James. She also secured all locations needed for the spring semester for elections. However, the elections calendar will need to be reapproved soon due to a few changes. She also coordinated committee signups for elections tabling and TikTok content creation, and met with Denise to review elections timelines, and also with Calvin to prepare information for the big Pulse ballot. Reminder that beginning February 10th, I will strictly enforce the no elections talk policy anywhere near AS related spaces or events. Any questions or concerns should be sent to my Chair of Elections email, and meetings can be scheduled to discuss candidacy as needed. The kickoff event for elections is on Tuesday, February 10th. Please come out and learn more about elections. Hope to see you there. And then filing is officially open on February 10th for those interested in running for student leadership. All right, and then on to our Chair of Outreach. So last week I worked with AS Marketing to script and film the second Senate in a Minute video with President Saravia, as well as take leadership pictures for the website. I also conducted interviews for the executive assistant and a committee position, and led my second committee meeting. There we organized and planned 3 upcoming tabling events scheduled for Monday the 9th, Tuesday the 10th in collaboration with the Elections Committee, and Wednesday with AS Productions, the Heartstrings event. All of these events will be held from 11 to 2. Additionally, I attended the Lobby Corps and Council of Chairs meetings, finalized and ordered materials for our committee's tabling events, and created 250 Valentine grams and submitted marketing requests to the marketing office. And then the website should all be up to date, hopefully after this week. And then on to our Chair of Legislative Affairs. Hey everyone, it's me, Cesar Rosales, speaking through our mustache Chief of Staff, Jeremy Poverk. I would have given my report during open forum, but I have been in a Zoom meeting in the 3rd row of the Senate meeting. I think he's in the 1st row, but it's okay. This week was Contact Week, and we did just that. The Lobby Corps and I contacted so many people, including Indivisible Northridge, to create a massive volunteer network to table for all the upcoming events. The CSUN Act Now Committee to connect us to the appropriate resources for voter registration. 11 representatives for 11 representatives for Chess Lobby Day, 8 candidates for the mayoral race, 2 candidates for the governor race, and potential campus visits. The San Fernando Valley Sun and Sundial. He also reached out to the San Fernando Valley Sun and the Sundial to help get coverage for incredible AS programming, and hosted our weekly Lobby Corps meeting where we discussed some important chess logistics, as well as the important responsibility and duty we have to win the CSU dance contest. Finally, each member of Lobby Corps was assigned a large-scale responsibility, which will be coordinated and completed with someone from our AS and myself. He's got a list of people that he wants to thank. I'm not going to say it. I'm sorry, Caesar. I'm so sorry. It's really long, but okay. I cannot emphasize enough how much I appreciate and need every one of you to help me through this incredible effort, and only together can we get the incredible stuff done. Finally, CSU's men's and women's basketball teams both wiped Cal Poly Pomona, with the women's team scoring 18 points in the final 8 minutes. Women's water polo won games in 3 hours, wiping Concordia and Austin. And the women's golf team stands alone, with Nicole taking the title Saboba Spring Classic. Go Matadors. Okay. And then on to our DEI report. This week has been amazing. I'm back and better than ever after being taken out for sickness for a week. I want to give honorable mentions to Senator Stephanie Ramirez, Senator Richard Quiroga, and Chair of Elections Araceli Torres for helping me put together affirmation cards for students at the upcoming cultural welcomes. Welcome Black was such a great event. Thank you to everyone who tabled and hit the dance floor. It was truly a great boogie. Please continue signing up for the cultural welcomes as much as possible. We've ordered tote bags and supplies for our collaboration with EOP for their welcome mixer on February 18th from 1 to 3 p.m. And we'll be assembling the bags on February 17th at 1 o'clock during the DEI committee meeting. Matador Conversations with Dress will be held on March 4th from 1 to 2:30 p.m. with additional conversations planned for the rest of the year. Our cards for the DEI guide are complete, and the Cultural Unity Showcase flyer has been made. The space has also been booked, and 3 MCs are secured. Shout out to Madam President Saravia, Chair of Outreach Recruitment. Okay, we're just doing another list. We're currently looking for a spoken word performer as well. The Entrepreneurship Expo will take place on April 16th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. in partnership with the Entrepreneurship Club and alongside Thursday Thrift. AS is also partnering with the Pride Center for a Queer Prom on April 9th from 5 to 9 p.m. And I expect all AS leadership to show up in their beautiful suits and dresses. Lastly, we're working on a new event, the Maddie Rose Package, Bloom Through Midterms, where we'll be giving out roses to students to toss at Maddie's statue for good luck, along with care packages. And then on to our last report, Assistant Chair of Elections. I did this a little out of order, but okay. Good morning, all. This week, I confirmed the Elections Committee meeting time for 10 to 11 a.m. weekly in the Calabasas room. I also met with Denise and Araceli to finalize updates that need to be made to the CSUN AS elections page. I attended the Outreach and Recruitment Committee meeting and helped inform committee members about dates and AS elections related information that will be useful to provide to students at tabling. And I also had my one-on-one with the Chief of Staff.
Thank you. Are there any questions on our Chief of Staff report? Okay, seeing and hearing none, we will move over to our Chair of Finance, Tourette's report.
Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone watched the halftime show. I loved it. But I'm going to my report. I'll start with our current account balances. As of now, the Star Fund balance is at $166,572. The unassigned contingency is at $492,418. Philanthropy fund currently sits at $4,250, and clubs and organization travel has a balance of $18,225. Moving on to work completed over the past week, I processed funding requests, and if you guys see Denise around, just give her a hug because I've been giving her so much work. Where am I? Okay. I also held my weekly one-on-one with our AS controller, Lionel Lawrence, where we discussed ongoing requests and financial operations. In addition, I attended the cabinet meeting to provide financial updates and coordinations across departments. I also had a meeting with marketing to discuss potential changes around what associated students can fund next year. The finance committee reviewed all the deliberation videos and selected the top 3 clubs for the monetary prizes. Those winners will be announced once the annual budget has been finalized and approved. Additionally, I met with Senator Ramirez to discuss a presentation for the business department to guide clubs and students through the funding process. As you may know, the Finance Committee will be held today at 1 p.m. at the AS Sustainability Center. Looking ahead, I have an upcoming one-on-one meeting with Chief of Staff. I am one of those makeups that Chief of Staff actually mentioned during his report. I will be attending the Personnel Board meeting, and I'll also be holding individual one-on-one meetings with our newly approved Finance Committee members to support onboarding and expectations. And if anyone is wondering, women's rugby had a game this Saturday where we beat UCI 17-15. Thank you. A little fun fact, for the past 3 to 4 years, UCI has not lost a single game against any team in our division, and this week, CSUN finally broke that streak. Thank you. Now moving on to our Assistant Chair of Finances report. Good morning, everyone. Over the past week, we had our second Finance Committee meeting, which went very well. During the meeting, we completed video deliberations from clubs and orgs and approved 3 supplemental funding requests. Following the meeting, I updated the respective clubs on the status of their supplemental funding requests. I also had a one-on-one meeting with our Chief of Staff. Last Friday, I attended the University Planning and Budget Group meeting alongside our Business and Economic Senators, Stephanie Ramirez. Your second shout out today. The meeting provided valuable insights into university enrollment trends, application, and admission data. During the meeting, I shared financial updates from associated students and expressed positive feedback. They were impressed with the work associated student is doing and appreciated the transparency and engagement from our side. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Are there any questions on our Chair of Finances report? Okay, seeing and hearing none, we move over to our Attorney General Maheshwari's report.
Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone's had a great start to their day. Over the last week, I attended the Council of Chairs, Lobby Corps, cabinet meetings, and I also had a one-on-one with Chief of Staff Boberg. It was great to connect with the standing committees, committee chairs during Council of Chairs to go over expectations and priorities for the rest of the semester. Our Chief of Legislative Affairs has been working incredibly hard to prepare us for chess and other ongoing projects, so I just want to give him a quick shout out. My one-on-one with the Chief of Staff was pretty productive. We're fully aligned on expectations moving forward. I want to highlight that the QR code system has been working really well. Thank you for staying on top of check-ins and check-outs. I also want to thank everyone who has completed or submitted their February Senate reports on time. I really appreciate that. I will also send reminders to make sure you guys complete your event proposals on time. I'm really looking forward to the start of standing committees, as that's where a lot of the real work begins. As I mentioned last week, I would love to set up tabling for the academic advisement survey. I'm currently waiting for the MIC to get back to me, but I'll be reaching out later today to coordinate times for everyone. Thank you.
It's okay. Are there any questions on our Attorney General's report? Okay, seeing and hearing none, we will move past External Affairs report to Internal Affairs with Chair Basilio.
Good morning, peoples. There's not much. I mean, you've already heard like 10 billion times we had Council of Chairs, so that's that. We all have unique policy initiatives though, so that will be different. Hopefully you'll see that in like 2-3 weeks. We'll present that here as a special presentation. But besides that, I'm just excited for our first internal affairs meeting tomorrow. So I hope you're all there. Those who have to be there, obviously you're going to be there, but if anybody else wants to go, feel free.
Okay, are there any questions on Chair Basilio's report? Okay, seeing and hearing none, we will move past University Affairs into our Executive Director Allen's report.
Happy Monday and congratulations. Go Hawks. It was actually an interesting game, but a phenomenal, spectacular, beautiful halftime show. So if you haven't had a chance to see it, I would encourage you to go see Bad Bunny. I need to know where he's going to be in concert since he's not performing in the United States, because I want to see a live performance. But anyway, on to some other things. I don't see Kevin in the audience today. Last week, we had Kevin do the DEI workshop that he did at the board winter retreat, and it was really phenomenal to have us all engage and talk about diversity, equity, and inclusion. And we hope to continue to incorporate this in future trainings such as Development Day as well as Reboot Camp, and really kind of center a lot of our work moving forward in diversity, equity, and inclusion in terms of the staffing. I also wanted to let you know and thank you for all of those who participated in the protest that happened iced out last week. I also want to acknowledge that there was a lot of staff that is here right now and the associated students that were there to help support and ensure that this was a safe event for our students. And so I see Tim that was out there. I also believe Dustin, John, Daniel, and James were out there as well. And there are other staff that aren't here. I think Calvin was out there. So pretty much most of your managers were out there supporting you on that day. And you could see us because Matadors do what on Tuesday? That was very sad. We wear red. Okay, anyway, we will wear red tomorrow as well. We've already heard about next week's President's Day. I'm really excited about that. I had an opportunity this past Saturday at the Alumni Fan Day at the basketball games to see many of our former AS student leaders all very excited and planning to come next week. So it should be a very exciting day. I also want to just thank all of you that I saw at the various cultural welcomes last week and look forward to seeing you this week. Just a reminder that we have the upcoming grand opening ribbon cutting ceremony for the Valera Nest. And I'm hoping that you've been visiting and checking that space out. It has been very active. A couple other things. I know that we have graduating seniors, and so go ahead and mark these dates on your calendar. Grad Fest is going to be coming up on March 11th through 12th at the CSUN Bookstore Complex. But the other thing is make sure that you're checking your email. At some point, you'll get information about getting your commencement tickets, and you don't want to miss that window to pull down your tickets. And the last thing, how many of you are not graduating? Raise your hand. There's a lot of you that are not graduating. So on February 15th, we have the deadline for the CSU International Program application. And so many of you may have not thought about traveling or spending time in another country and doing some studying. I would highly encourage you. It's one of the things that my mentors told me when I was an undergraduate, and I bypassed that, but it's something I actually regret in my undergraduate experience because I've traveled to many countries, but when I travel internationally, I can stay a week, maybe 14 days. But the opportunity to spend a semester or an entire year in a country and to get to know the people, the history, the culture, and more importantly, the language, I think is a phenomenal opportunity. And you pay the current cost of coming to Cal State Northridge. So if you've never considered it, I would encourage you to go to their informational sessions and consider that in your academic plan. So that is it. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any questions on our executive director's report? Okay, seeing and hearing none, we will move over to our university advisor Butler's report.
Good morning. Let's see. Last week, the MIC finished up interviews for our activities coordinator for fraternity and sorority life position that will be working with our NPHC, IGC, and USFC chapters. This past Saturday, we did Matador's Day of Service. This is their first time doing, I think, since 2019. It's about 7 years. So we had a small but mighty turnout. It was a very manageable event. We're very grateful to all our volunteers who showed up to help out in the orange groves and also with the food pantry. I believe we were able to collect and donate over 200 pounds of oranges to the food pantry. And then right now we're just preparing for our upcoming events, the awards ceremony, the Clubs and Orgs awards ceremony, and Greek graduation. So if you are a member of a fraternity or sorority and you're graduating, make sure you RSVP. The link has been open since the fall. And we also have our Cesar Chavez Day Volunteer and Service Fair coming up in late March. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any questions on our university advisor's report? Okay, seeing and hearing none, we will move over to our faculty advisor DeMarco's report.
Hello. Okay. Okay. Good morning, everyone. I wanted to thank you all. I keep thanking you for allowing me to be here. Hearing Vicky's advice and all that's happening on campus is really helpful for me to spread the word to my students in my department and it's allowed me to even want to be more involved. I feel like I've been external and now I'm getting to know what's really going on. But I wanted to briefly reflect on the weekend since many of you were talking about the Super Bowl. For me, it's less about the game and more about being present with my family, my husband and our daughter, and supporting our Puerto Rican culture through Bad Bunny's performance. So, watching it, the meaningful symbolism and aspect was really helpful in conversations with my daughter, and translating and just the visuals. What stood out for me was the way the culture was represented through visual choreography and music, of course, but seeing Puerto Rican and broader Latino culture centered on such a large stage was really exciting for us. I mean, we were moving and grooving the whole entire time. But anyway, I digress. Because you guys were talking about that, I wanted to just address it. I'm a designer and a visual communicator, so it was very powerful for me, and being a social activist myself. But as student leaders, you are often holding this space for complexity on campus, and you do such a good job representing the community and expressing these moments differently with your colleagues and your fellow students. And I'm really grateful for that. And I can see that happening. Leadership is not only about decisions and voting, as you guys have been doing, but it's also about paying attention and listening to what's happening in visual culture and identity and the current events. So, how you showed up in these moments helps shape the campus climate, and I really am grateful for that. So thank you for your presence and you for your leadership. And that's my report. Thank you.
Are there any questions for our faculty advisor? Senator Diaz-Gomez.
Point of personal privilege.
Granted. Okay, if there are no questions, we will now move into new business. Is there a motion on the floor? Senator Basilio.
I move to nominate and approve a Senate representative to the Outreach and Recruitment Committee.
Oh, sorry. Just nominate. Does anyone have a nomination? My bad, guys. Senator Basilio.
I move to nominate Senator Garcia.
Senator Garcia, do you accept?
I declined. So sorry.
Okay. Senator Gavino.
Move to nominate Senator Martinez Luna.
Okay. Senator Martinez Luna, do you accept?
I decline.
Senator Cabrera Figueroa.
I move to nominate Senator Bewa for outreach and recruitment representative.
Senator Bewa, do you accept?
I accept.
Okay. Senator Umana.
Permission to be recognized.
You never asked for permission to leave. Okay, are there any further nominations? Okay, seeing and hearing none, Senator Baywat, would you like to say a few words on why you should be the outreach and recruitment representative?
Hello, everybody. I hope you guys are having a good day. Happy Black History Month, and happy Monday. Just to say a few words, I think that when I first came on board and I was saying my opening introductory speech, one of the biggest things about me wanting to be a senator was to connect the bridge between all students on campus and connecting us to them. And I think that with outreach, I can be able to do that better. So those are the words, and I will work extremely hard. So, thank you.
Thank you. We will now move into discussion. Is there any discussion? Senator Cabrera Figueroa.
Yeah, so as many of you know, Senator Bewa is very new to the board, but they have been very proactive in taking steps to prepare themselves as well as much around them to make sure that they are fully prepared for the role. And I think that she has a lot of potential to really excel in this and actually connect with students and make sure we're getting a lot of effective engagement with the student body.
Thank you. Is there any further discussion? Okay, seeing and hearing none, we will now move into a vote. All those in favor of appointing Senator Baywa as the Senate representative for the Outreach and Recruitment Committee, please raise your hand. Thank you. All those opposed? All those abstained? Okay, this passes. Congratulations. Okay, now we will need a motion for line item B. Is there a motion on the floor? Senator Gavino.
I move to allocate $1,200 from unassigned contingency to CSUN Piano Club for 3 guest speakers.
Thank you. Is there a second? Seconded by Senator Dominguez. Is there any discussion? Senator Diaz-Gomez.
Permission to be recognized.
Granted. Okay, if there is no discussion, we will move over to an approval. All those in favor of allocating $1,200 from unassigned contingency to CSUN Piano Club, please raise your hand. Okay, thank you. This passes unanimously. We will now move into line item C. Is there a motion on the floor? Senator Gavino.
I move to allocate $3,150 from unassigned contingency to the Accounting Association for Professional Development, including $1,000 for room reservations, $200 for parking passes, $500 for supplies, $100 for social media advertisements, $150 for reusable banners, and $150 for reusable tablecloth.
Okay, I have a recommendation for the board to, oh, sorry, is there a second? Seconded by Cabrera Figueroa. I would like to make a recommendation to the board to adjust the allocation. It is wrong on the agenda, but it is correct on the supplemental request. Senator Gavino.
I move to amend the motion to instead allocate $3,150 from unassigned contingency to the, no? I'm reading the supplemental funding request. Oh, I see. Okay. Can I restate my motion?
Go ahead.
Okay. I move to amend the motion to allocate $2,350 from unassigned contingency to the Accounting Association for Professional Development, including $1,000 for room reservations, $200 for parking passes, $500 for supplies, $100 for social media advertisement, $250 for printing materials, $150 for reusable banners, and $150 for reusable tablecloth.
Thank you. Is there a second on the amendment? Seconded by Senator Dominguez. Is there any discussion? Senator Cabrera Figueroa.
Cool. So the amount got corrected anyway, but just for clarification, for everyone wondering why the amount was so much, it is because this not only covers a single day event, but also covers several workshops throughout the semester. This is why the initial application was for more than 3,000, just so people are aware, this is not for just one event.
Thank you. Is there any further discussion? Okay, seeing and hearing none, all those in favor of amending the line item, please raise your hand. Thank you. This passes unanimously. Now moving back to the original motion, is there any further discussion on the allocation? Okay, seeing and hearing none, all those in favor of approving the allocation of line item C as amended, please raise your hand. Thank you. All those opposed? All those abstained? Okay, thank you. This motion passes. Now moving on to line item D, is there a motion on the floor? Senator Baywa.
I, Senator Baywa, motion to allocate, to allocate 3,000 line items or just to say the whole thing? Oh, to allocate $3,000 from unassigned contingency to Ballet Folklorico Atlan de Cisan for Folklore de Mexico.
Thank you. Is there a second? Seconded by Senator Quiroga. Is there any discussion? Okay. Oh, Senator Cabrera Figueroa.
Same thing. This is or not the same thing actually. This is a single day event, but this is our limit for a single day event. However, this event has been a traditionally hosted event that we have done on campus, organized by Baile de Folclórico. So I think it would be very sad to not continue this tradition on.
Thank you. Is there any further discussion? Okay, seeing and hearing none, all those in favor of allocating the $3,000, please raise your hand. Thank you. All those opposed? All those abstained? Okay, thank you. This motion passes. Now moving on to line item E. Is there a motion on the floor? Senator Baywa.
I motion to allocate $12,013 from unassigned contingency to AS student leadership for the unbudgeted portion of the spring 2026 president and vice president stipends.
Thank you. Is there a second? Seconded by Senator Maine. Is there any discussion? Senator Cabrera Figueroa.
For clarification on this one, it is not that we are just throwing free money at our president and vice president. This is because this is to account for international and out-of-state fees, and this will also be kept in mind for future financial years, just so we do not have the same concern again.
Thank you. Is there any further discussion? Okay, seeing and hearing none, all those in favor of allocating the $12,013, please raise your hand. Thank you. All those opposed? All those abstained? Okay, this motion passes. Now moving on to line item F, is there a motion on the floor? Senator Gavino.
I move to allocate $890 to Delta Sigma Pi for 1 second. Oh, it's true, because it's on the agenda. 1 second. Okay, I move to allocate $890 to Delta Sigma Pi for DSP Info Night and other recruitment events, including $330 for room reservations, $150 for reusable tablecloth, $150 for reusable banners, and $160 for parking passes.
Thank you. Is there seconded by Senator Dominguez? Is there any discussion? Senator Cabrera Figueroa.
Quick question. Am I able to make a motion during? Yes. Perfect. I make a motion to amend the amount to $790. Give me just a moment. I want to pull up the revised form.
I move.
I move to amend the total amount to $790.
Thank you. Is there a second? Seconded by Senator Arias Gomez. Is there any discussion? Okay, seeing and hearing none, all those in favor of amending the original motion, please raise your hand. Thank you. This amendment passes. Now moving back to the original motion, is there any further discussion? Senator Cabrera Figueroa.
Sorry, just to give a context on the last one, that was because they requested $200 each for the reusable tablecloth and the reusable banner. But we have a viewpoint neutrality limit of $150 each, so that would reduce the total by $100.
Thank you. Is there any further discussion? Okay, seeing and hearing none, all those in favor of approving line item F as amended, please raise your hand. Thank you. All those opposed? All those abstained? Okay, this motion passes. We will now move into line item G. Is there a motion on the floor? Senator Basilio?
I move to allocate $13,000 from unassigned contingency to AS Sports Clubs for Big West Championships, transportation, and lodging.
Thank you. Is there seconded by Senator Dominguez? Is there any discussion? Okay, seeing and hearing none, all those in favor of allocating 13,000 from unassigned contingency, please raise your hand. Thank you. All those opposed? All those abstained? Okay, this motion passes. We will now move over to line item H. Is there a motion on the floor? Senator Diaz-Gomez.
I move to approve the establishment of the AS Bylaws Review Ad Hoc Committee.
Thank you. Is there seconded by Senator Dominguez? Is there any discussion? Okay, seeing and hearing none, all those in favor of approving the establishment of the AS Bylaw Review Ad Hoc Committee, please raise your hand. Thank you. All those opposed? All those abstained? Okay, this motion passes. Yay! We will now move past information items, past discussion items into legislative referrals. I have one from Senator Basilio titled Revisiting the Increase in Senator Stipends Referral. The request is to have Internal Affairs work closely with Advisor Ibarra in order to best work on how to implement changes advocated for by the committee last semester. This was suggested to go to Internal Affairs, and it shall go to Internal Affairs. Okay, that was our only legislative referral. You guys are now more than welcome to submit legislative referrals. If you're unsure on whether something should be a legislative referral, please don't be afraid to reach out to anyone, me, our vice president, or any of your fellow senators. Legislative referrals is the best way for you guys to be able to work on something with your committees. We will now move into announcements. Are there any announcements from the board? Executive Director Allen.
So this is the last week to participate in the trivia that's in my office. Some of you have already done that. It's going to conclude on Thursday by 12 noon. So stop by, do the QR code, and hopefully you'll win.
Senator Cabrera Figueroa.
Okay, y'all bear with me because I have a lot of announcements to go through. So I'll go off in order of what I can remember. As our vice president already mentioned, we have our town hall with Department of Police Services this upcoming Wednesday. So if you are a student who is interested in joining and asking a question directly, please email our vice president at as.vicepresident@csun.edu. Otherwise, I have also emailed to a number of clubs the anonymous form or anonymous feedback submission form. So please fill that out as well if you are not able to attend. A note from the political science chair. We've received note that Tim Gasper, a Nazarian College alumnus and member of Nazarian College Advisory Board, is running for LA City Council and is looking for any students potentially interested in interning on his campaign. Aside from that, in terms of campus events, for the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences, we have our dessert with the dean tomorrow, 10 to 11:30 at Sierra Hall 171. There's going to be also pizza with the dean on Wednesday, February 11th, 12 to 2 p.m. in the Whitsit Room. We have also, in the Political Science Department, received an opportunity for a 10-week virtual summer program with a $1,000 stipend for any political science students interested. We will be having a informational law school admissions information session tomorrow, February 10th at 4 p.m. in the Whitsit Room, explained by Dr. Safrazadeh. In terms of Black History Month, I just want to make sure I'm getting all these dates right. So Today, actually, we have History Students Civil War presentations 1 to 3 p.m. in the Library Viewing Room, ASRS. That's when you walk into the library, first floor all the way to the back right. There is also the memorial for Dr. Gerald Gatlin, 4 to 6 p.m. at the Grand Salon, USU. Tomorrow, there's going to be the Black House Open House, Tuesday, February 10th, from 12 to 3 p.m. at the Black House. There's also going to be a Honoring Self-Care as Liberation, 2 to 4 p.m. at the Flint Ridge Room in the East Conference Center. Wednesday, February 11th, as our student athletes mentioned, we'll be having Allison Felix come film on campus for the She Runs the World Tour. That's going to be 12:30 to 9 p.m. located in the USU Northridge Center. Same day is the UCS 2026 Family Affair, 10 to 2 p.m. at the Black House. A dialogue with Dr. Felicia Russell, 2:30 to 4:30 p.m. at the Flint Ridge Room, East Conference Center. Dr. Dwayne Edwards, How to Succeed in Sneaker and Sportswear Design, 12 to 2 p.m. in the Furman Presentation Room, University Library. As mentioned by James in production, Thursday, February 12th, 2026, we'll be screening Sinners on the, I believe it's the library lawn. The stated time is 3 to 8:30. However, we'll see what time it starts depending on what time the sun goes down. And then the final notice is the Saturday, February 14, 2026, the Luminous Legacy Bowl, 3 to 9 p.m. at the Northridge Center Complex. One final note is that an organization some of you may have heard about called LANE. I am forgetting the full name of the acronym, but they are advocates in the community working to make sure we have affordable and fair wages for grocery workers, chain store employees who work in the labor and retail industries in Los Angeles. They have a summer internship program that'll be opening. Their summer program will be June 22nd to August 14th. If you are interested in this opportunity, please shoot me an email. My email is socialbehavioral1@csunas.org. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any further announcements from the board? Senator Quiroga.
Hello, everybody. Shameless self-promo also in this moment. My club, California Teachers Association, CTA, is having our Valentine's event on Thursday, February 12th from 6:30. It'll be in Jerome Richfield, room 301. We'll be watching a movie, a little rom-com. You can vote for it on our story. I don't know if it's still up, but I can see if we can repost it again so y'all can vote again. Also, same day before our event, we have our Canes fundraiser from 12 to 10 p.m. that same day. So if y'all would please go to our fundraiser and help us out. You can also use the code RCFund96 to order online. If you don't want to go to the store physically, you can order online and use that code, and it'll still come to us as a donation. So please support, and thank you so much.
Thank you. Are there any, Senator Baywa?
Okay, it's on. Sorry, guys. Just to follow a little other shameless self-promo. Like I said, happy Black History Month. I know we are also selling Valentine's Day grams, but you guys can double, it's Black History Month, support us. BSU is selling Valentine's Day grams. We have lots of different things. We have chocolate boxes. I don't know where they got the money from, but we got chocolate boxes. We've got Rose. We got so much stuff. So please do support. Like my co-senator said, there's so many things that we're doing this semester. Wild 'N Out, which is my event. We're having Wild 'N Out on Tuesday, February 17th. So please come out if you're interested. I don't know if y'all know what Wild 'N Out is, but we'll just be like making fun, making rhymes, just having fun. So come have a time with us. And there's a lot of other things. So just let me know if you guys are interested. Thank you. Have a good rest of your day.
Thank you, Senator Basilio.
Also, along the same note, Mecha is having their Valentine's Day card making workshop tomorrow. It's just one day, so it's not like the whole week like the BSU is having. They're selling $2 roses, and that will be from 4 to 6:30 at the Chicano House tomorrow.
Okay, are there any further? Senator Martinez Luna.
Senator Luna is okay. Just re-emphasizing Wednesday, February 11th from 2:30 to 4:30, we will have dialogue with Dr. Russell. This is hosted by the Dream Center. It gives us better understanding of intersectionality between our Black and Docu community. So I hope you guys are all able to make it or stop by for a little bit. I believe it's the first 10 students that show up get a free book. And then the same day, followed after, we have the film screening and Q&A with Alice and Felix. And this is also in collaboration with the Women's Research Center, Black House, and other departments on campus. So I hope you guys are able to make it to those two events.
Okay, Vice President Jimeniano Aragon.
Also, I forgot to mention during my report, but I am a governing member of the System-Wide Affairs Committee at the California State Student Association, which has finalized the AI white paper titled CSU Students' Response to the CSU AI Initiative, which was authored by Vice President of System-Wide Affairs, Karoom, former CSUN AS president. So shout out to her and the work that she's doing within all of the System-Wide Affairs Committee.
Senator Cabrera Figueroa.
Sorry, yo, I got totally reminded to actually plug my own club too. So Political Science Student Association, PSSA for short, we will be having also a Valentine's Grams fundraiser. That'll be tomorrow, February 10th, as well as Wednesday, February 11th. We'll just be walking around selling out little goodie bags of treats. Please, if you stop by or if you happen to see us near Maple Hall, near Sierra, near the library lawn, feel free to say hi. If you donate too, that would be amazing because it goes towards getting cords for our seniors. Thank you.
Senator Dominguez.
So not a shameless plug, but from one of the student organizations in my college, the IEEE chapter from my college is also going to be selling Valentine grams. So if y'all want to support that, that'd be great. Thank you.
Anyone else? Chair of Finance Durrett. Not this week, but next week, women's rugby is having their last home game of their season. So please come out and support. Every time you guys mention you guys are coming, I look for you in the sideline. So please show up. Okay, I saw another hand over there. Senator Diaz.
Hi. This Friday, we're gonna have my club, High Society. We're gonna have like a Valentine brunch and mug decorating. It's gonna be in the Hillel House. I don't know if you know where it is. It's like right next here. Like it's 5 minutes walk. So please come. It's 11 a.m. It's gonna be so fun. And you don't need a date to come. A lot of people got confused. You don't need. Yeah, please come.
Okay, anyone else? Senator Quiroga.
So sorry, y'all. I realized I should do my college ones as well. So, DefC Sunnians is having a TNT fundraiser on Wednesday, February 26th. Whoa, not 26th. February 11th, 2026, at don't know where. It doesn't say. 9074 Tampa Avenue. If y'all know where that boba shop is, that's where it's at. Alternately as well, Deaf Studies Association is also having a TNT fundraiser. I believe it might be the same exact one, but that is February 9th. Oh, February 9th at, doesn't say a time. I think it's just all day. So please go support the deaf community here. Thank you so much.
Senator Baywa.
Sorry, y'all. This is my last one. I have like two and I'm gonna be done. I forgot to talk about my sorority. So as you guys know, I'm a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. This is gonna be really fast. We were gonna be doing a Pretty and Prepared, which is mock interviews to connect students with Matthew's Closet. We're gonna help people with their resumes, their LinkedIn's. We're gonna take professional photos. So if you need a headshot, please come. It's gonna be Thursday, February 26th from 7:30 to 9. So if you get off work, you're tired, like brush up your hair a little bit, come take a photo, come hang out with us. And then also, I know they mentioned the Allison Felix documentary. So please do come. We will be there. And not in partnership, but like helping her basically. So thank you. Bye.
Okay, any other announcements? Senator Cabrera Figueroa.
Please forgive me. My dean unironically just emailed me. Perfect. So our college, the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences will also be having a financial literacy two-part workshop series. So the first one will be this Wednesday on Zoom, 3 to 4:30. If you'd like, I can send you the link. Please shoot me an email. I'm more than happy to send you that information. But the second workshop will be in person Tuesday, March 3rd, 2026. That'll be in the Witsit Room, Sierra Hall 451. Once again, I will announce this closer again to March, but thank you all for your time.
Senator Dominguez.
Hey y'all, so plugging in one of the other student organizations in my college, the Society of Women Engineers is going to be having a Raising Cane's fundraiser the 19th of this month. So I'll let y'all know again next week, but yeah, go support. Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else? Please, if you guys have flyers for any and all of these events, please put them in the Flare chat so we can all repost and also put it on our calendars. Um, and and then if you guys have any flyers that you have printed out, you can put them up in the office. As you guys might see, I have the basketball for men's and women's their schedule up next to my office. So if you guys have any flyers, they could go up around the office. Like you guys, don't be shy. Okay. One final announcement, it's for me. I wanted to make sure that you were all done. The our men's baseball team will be playing Seattle University this Friday at 5 p.m. I will be attending. So if any of you guys want to come, please don't make me go alone. It'd be so fun. But I will be going to this baseball game. It is this Friday at 5 p.m. I'm down to meet any of you guys here on campus and we can all walk together. It's not that far. And then if any of you guys don't have any plans for Valentine's Day, our which one is it? Our men's, I think one of our men's, either a men's basketball team or a men's volleyball team is playing on Saturday on Valentine's Day. So if you guys don't have any plans or feel like watching a basketball or volleyball game with your significant other, you guys should pull up. It would be fun. And then oh, it's our men's basketball. Our men's basketball is playing Hawaii on Saturday, and our men's baseball team is playing Seattle University again on Saturday at 4. So if you guys want to go on Saturday, feel free to go. It is their Black History Month game on Saturday. So yes, but I hope I see you guys at the baseball game or just around. But that is my final announcement, and we will move over to final roll call.
Vice President Emiliano Aragon.
Here.
Senator Arias Gomez.
Here.
Senator Atias.
Here.
Senator Basilio.
Here.
Senator Baywa.
Here.
Senator Cabrera Figueroa.
Here.
Senator Contreras.
Here.
Senator Cunanan.
Here.
Senator Dominguez.
Here.
Senator Garcia.
Here.
Senator Gavino.
Here.
Senator Kachidia. Senator Kodka.
Present.
Senator Mane.
Here.
Senator Luna.
Here.
Senator Quiroga.
Here.
Senator Radionov.
Here.
Senator Ramirez.
Here.
Senator Umana.
Here.
Senator Vicente. Perfect.
Okay, I adjourn this meeting at 10:23 a.m. You are all free to go.